we're talking about the kanji problem before. I think the reason why a lot of people are really afraid of kanji is because they look at how many words they need to learn and don't really look at a strategy to learn it. They just think, I have no idea how I'm going to learn 3,000 words. That seems impossible.
Yeah.
But there's all of these strategies that exist now, whether that's doing it through Wanikani through an SRS system, whether you do it through memorizing the symbols, uh, but don't actually remember the readings, and you just learn I guess, a lookup table of symbols, and then afterwards you learn the readings, or you start going from like vocabulary first. There's all these ways you can approach it, but if you just look at it
Yeah.
as I'm gonna try to rote memorize 3,000 symbols. That just seems impossible.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, even though SRS and things like that are now like everywhere, like,
Mhm.
in terms of language learning communities, but uh, a lot of people still have the assumption that you have to learn languages in the same way you have to learn them in school. So
Mhm.
with rote memorization and things like that. And yeah, that's why everybody in, I remember there's this, like, even in Russian class, I remember the teacher once said that Russian, like, when a kid, maybe it was me who messed up some like Russian sentence or something, and
Mhm.
the teacher basically said that, like, come on, Russian ain't so hard. It's not Chinese or something. But in reality, I feel like Chinese grammar is way simpler than Russian grammar. It's just like you have to learn the words.
Mhm.
And of course, if you try to rote memorize Chinese characters, then it's a fucking complete nightmare. But I feel like if you use SRS, it's a completely different story. Like you said, how I think Vanikani is a pretty good resource as well. I haven't used it myself.
If anyone
Um,
wants to get a Wanikani subscription, just buy it at the end of the year because they always do like a half price sale.
oh, all right. I suppose Vanikani works in the way that it kind of like builds up, like bottom up, like shows you the radicals
Mhm.
first,
Yeah.
and then builds upon the other compounds. But the way I learned was basically I just downloaded the Core 2K deck basically, which is just like Word. Like
Mm.
it shows you a word, then it's reading, and an example sentence, and has audio for it.
Mhm.
And so basically, I didn't learn kanji separately. I do that now, but I do it like one kanji per day, and I don't. It doesn't really feel like I'm. I keep forgetting them, basically.
Mhm.
Uh, but at the same time, I haven't learned any radicals. I haven't really learned kanji, but I can read like 5,000 words without issues. Like
Mhm.
I feel like it's pretty flexible how you learn kanji. Like I said, I didn't learn kanji separately, and I didn't learn radicals or anything. I just learned the words, and it seems to work. Like
Mhm.
it's probably not efficient as easy to memorize words when you haven't learned the kanji, but it seems to work still. So if you don't want to do that, you don't need to do it. You can just like learn the words directly and memorize like the way they look. I can say right now though that if you want to handwrite kanji in Japanese, then you probably have to learn kanji separately, because I cannot handwrite any kanji at all. I can't even handwrite like hiragana and katakana because I haven't practiced it
Oh,
at all.
I think you can handwrite one kanji. If you can't do the kanji for one, I'd
Okay.
be really sad.
Okay. Well, yeah, sure. I guess I can do those,
One, two,
but
and three. If you can't do those, I'd be really worried.
yeah.
But no, I get your point. Yeah, I haven't started with handwriting either.
I feel like if I'm going to learn handwriting, then it's going to be the last thing.
Mhm.
Like it's I haven't had a single need for it yet, but I
Mhm.
assume if I were to, like, let's say, I don't know, move to Japan, then it would be very, very necessary
Mhm.
for sure.